Good morning. Now, this is Ms. Shada speaking again with part 4, Digestive System. Now, today, the second objective, identify or illustrate the structure of the digestive system. Inshallah, we will know all the parts on the digestive system. First, I want to ask you, what is the main parts of digestive system? Think for a few seconds, then focus with me. As usual, we must fill KWL chart. First, you must know or write what you know about the part of the digestive system. Then, in the next column, you should write what you want to know on this part. At the last column, as usual, you will fill it when we finish all the lesson, inshallah. Now, from the video, I will show you the video. You should extract what is the main part of the digestive system. Focus with me.
Across the whole planet, humans eat on average between 1 and 2.7 kilograms of food a day. That's over 365 kilograms a year per person, and more than 28,800 kilograms over the course of a lifetime. And every last scrap makes its way through the digestive system. Comprised of 10 organs, covering 9 meters, and containing over 20 specialized cell types, this is one of the most diverse and complicated systems in the human body. Its parts continuously work in unison to fulfill a singular task, transforming the raw materials of your food into the nutrients and energy that keep you alive. Spanning the entire length of your torso, the digestive system has 4 main components. First, there's the gastrointestinal tract, a twisting channel that transports your food and has an internal surface area of between 30 and 40 square meters, enough to cover half a badminton court. Second, there's the pancreas, gallbladder, and liver, a trio of organs that break down food using an array of special juices. Third, the body's enzymes, hormones, nerves, and blood all work together to break down food, modulate the digestive process, and deliver its final products. Finally, there's the mesentery, a large stretch of tissue that supports and positions all your digestive organs in the abdomen, enabling them to do their jobs. The digestive process begins before food even hits your tongue. Anticipating a tasty morsel, glands in your mouth start to pump out saliva. We produce about 1.5 liters of this liquid each day. Once inside your mouth, chewing combines with the sloshing saliva to turn food into a moist lump called the bolus. Enzymes present in the saliva break down any starch. Then your food finds itself at the rim of a 25 centimeter long tube called the esophagus, down which it must plunge to reach the stomach. Nerves in the surrounding esophageal tissue sense the bolus's presence and trigger peristalsis, a series of defined muscular contractions. That propels the food into the stomach, where it's left at the mercy of the muscular stomach walls, which pound the bolus, breaking it into chunks. Hormones secreted by cells in the lining trigger the release of acids and enzyme-rich juices from the stomach wall that start to dissolve the food and break down its proteins. These hormones also alert the pancreas, liver, and gallbladder to produce digestive juices and transfer bile, a yellowish-green liquid that digests fat, in preparation for the next stage. After 3 hours inside the stomach, the once shapely bolus is now a frothy liquid called chyme, and it's ready to move into the small intestine. The liver sends bile to the gallbladder, which secretes it into the first portion of the small intestine, called the duodenum. Here, it dissolves the fats floating in the slurry of chyme so they can be easily digested by the pancreatic and intestinal juices that have leached onto the scene. These enzyme-rich juices break the fat molecules down into fatty acids and glycerol for easier absorption into the body. The enzymes also carry out the final deconstruction of proteins into amino acids and carbohydrates into glucose. This happens in the small intestine's lower regions, the jejunum and ileum, which are coated in millions of tiny projections called villi. These create a huge surface area to maximize molecule absorption and transference into the bloodstream. The blood takes them on the final leg of their journey to feed the body's organs and tissues. But it's not over quite yet. Leftover fiber, water, and dead cells sloughed off during digestion make it into the large intestine, also known as the colon. The body drains out most of the remaining fluid through the intestinal wall. What's left is a soft mass called stool. The colon squeezes this byproduct into a pouch called the rectum, where nerves sense it expanding and tell the body when it's time to expel the waste. The byproducts of digestion exit through the anus, and the food's long journey, typically lasting between 30 and 40 hours, is finally complete. TED-Ed is a nonprofit. If you value our work, please consider supporting it on patreon.com/TEDEd.
Now, you know now from the video the main part of digestive system. We will start from the mouth, salivary glands, esophagus, stomach, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, large intestine, small intestines, rectum and anus. Now from this video, you know the function for each part. We will take this one by details, but now you should know that the mouth breaks down the food particles, assist in producing spoken language. Pharynx to swallow, saliva glands, saliva and amylase digest polysaccharides, and esophagus transport food, stomach to store and churn food. What have inside the stomach? Peptides, this enzyme to digest protein. Have also liver to break down and build up many biological molecules and store vitamin. Gallbladder to store and concentrate bile. Pancreas is hormone regulate blood sugar level. Large intestine reabsorb some water and iron. Form and stores feces. Small intestine complete digest and absorb nutrients. Anus opening for elimination of feces. Rectum store and expels feces. Now try to put pause on the video and try to fill or drag to use the description of the digestive organs to correctly the label the diagram above. As usual, now we should know or answer what are the structure of the digestive system and what are their functions. Now you should know or memorize with me how many parts of the digestive system can you label. Stretch, do you know any of their function of this one? Start to read it, start to try to put where is the small intestine found, rectum, anus, large intestines, liver, stomach, mouth, esophagus, gallbladder and saliva glands. Now this is example of what can I put for you in the exam. I will give to you the part and you must label each part. Please memorize. This one to memorize what we studied from all the lesson. Write down 3 things you already know about the digestive system and 1 thing you want to find out. I will give to you example. What is the food needed for in your body? Draw a picture of the digestive system and label the parts. Or can you add to your diagram and say what happened in each part? Which food group are not digested? Why do molecules such as fat, carbohydrate and protein needed to broken down? What role do enzymes play in this? Which 3 parts of the body is food digested? Why do we need to digest our food? All these questions I can use it to understand what is the main organ on the digestive system and their function. Now, I will give to you example about the function of some part. Small intestine absorb into blood. Large intestine exceed water absorb. Stomach store churn enzymes. Anus undigested food feces. Mouth mechanical breakdown. This is also some keyword which I can put it to match or to find or to opposite which organ can make this job. Like I will give to you example, exceed water absorb. Which organ? Yes, correct, large intestine. Like this, maybe I will play with this card in the exam, inshallah. Now, let's play this one. Switch up and change. If you could change one part of the digestive system to make it better, what would it be and why? I hope you to fill this triangle. Write one things up you want to know more about digestive. On the middle, write two things you learned today. On the last one, write 3 keywords from this lesson. Now, plenary out. Some people have to have part of their digestive system removed for various reasons. Choose one part of the digestive system and research what doctors do and the effects if you did not have that part. Think and try to send it to me. This is the new vocab which we learned today. Try to read it 2-3 times to memorize. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.